this beat.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm, of course, your man. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Every single day, y'all. Every single day. I have to say that you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your mans, Captain Will. We got to go with today, y'all. I said we got to go with today, y'all. And today's episode is brought to you by Live Good. Live Good. We are just coming off Memorial Weekend. And Memorial Weekend is always a special weekend for me as a retired Army vet. And my wife is retired Army vet. And we always hear this thing about, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. The only thing we can say is you're welcome. That's all we can say is you're welcome. Memorial Day is about lifting up the brothers and sisters who gave up the ultimate price for us to live in the freedoms that we do right now. Us to live in the freedoms to do right what we do right now. So that cannot go unnoticed. Okay. But with that being said, we know a lot of y'all ate a whole bunch of stuff over the weekend that you shouldn't have ate. I did too, but that goes with the territory, right? You're eating the hot dogs, eating the brats, eating the ribs, eating the French fries, if you eat French fries, and collard greens, all the cool stuff, potato salad. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. But we need sometimes we need a boost. We need some help. We need some help with getting our eating habits back in order and get our body back in order. So this product called Live Good. Live Good will jumpstart that. It has the vitamins. It has the good stuff that we don't eat necessarily, that we don't take in, but Live Good. And now they got this cool children's chewable multivitamin. Now, I remember back in the day when I was a kid, my mom and dad gave me that old Flintstones vitamins and took those and apparently got the vitamins and all that because Captain Will grew up to be big and strong, right? Y'all need to check out Live Good. It's down in the description bar below. Check it out. And it can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Live Good. Dope product. Check it out in the description bar below. Now, let's talk about some basketball. Let's talk about some basketball. Some basketball that went over the weekend. Talking about Friday. I didn't come on yesterday because it was Memorial Day. Took that little break. But the last time we had a conversation, I was saying some stuff in regards to, Aliyah Boston. Aliyah Boston needs to be traded. She needs to go to another team. She needs to go somewhere where she is appreciated. This is what I said. I said Aliyah Boston needs to go somewhere where she is appreciated, where she is loved, where she is wanted, where she can be the focal point of the offense. That's what I said. And Lo and behold, the Indiana Fever had a couple games over the weekend. Had a couple games on Friday and then played on Saturday. Indiana Fever got their first victory of the season. First victory of the season over the Los Angeles Sparks. I know some of y'all watched it, and apparently a whole bunch of people in LA watched it because it was like 18,000 people at the crypto.com arena. 18,000 people at that arena. So I was waiting. I wanted to see the rotations. I want to see how many minutes she was going to get. I wanted to see what was going to happen with Aliyah Boston after all the hoopla of being benched. Okay, Aliyah Boston, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, played 29 minutes, 8 for 14 from the field. That was Aliyah Boston doing Aliyah Boston things. That was Aliyah Boston. That was vintage Aliyah Boston. That is what we were used to in a Gamecock uniform. Indiana Fever. This is what y'all got last year when she won Rookie of the Year and won it was an All-Star. That is what she did. Okay? Did she start slow this season? She started slow through the first few games. The Fever started slow. They still slow. But at the end of the day, I said that she needed a point guard. She needed a point guard to get her the ball in the spots that she needs to get the ball in. She had a very solid basketball game. That 17 could have easily been 23, 24 points. Easily. But what I saw in Aliyah Boston was a comfortable version of Aliyah Boston, and she did work. Caitlin Clark, she played 37 minutes, almost played the whole game. Played a lot of minutes in this basketball game. And Caitlin Clark shot terrible. 4 for 14 from the field. 2 for 9 from the three. And she shot terrible, but she had a better all-around game. She had 10 rebounds. She had 8 assists. She played like a point guard. She only had, 2 turnovers? This is the Caitlin Clark that we need. Did I say we? Yeah, I said that we need her to do in order to make Aliyah Boston effective. She ain't gonna get the ball herself when Caitlin Clark is almost leading. She's third in the WNBA in usage rate. So it's shot a clock. It's shot a clock on Aliyah Boston and getting proven that she is who she says she is. You know, people just forgot that she was dominant in basketball. People forgot that. Like, what y'all just get? And you got these new fans of the internet of FIFA because of Caitlin Clark. Like, yo, Aliyah Boston is really, really good. She's a really, really good basketball player. Aliyah Boston, shout out to you. Shout out to Gamecock fans on doing what you are doing and letting them know. You ain't left. You always been here. Shout out to Aliyah Boston. Woo! So that was Friday. Okay? Played very solid basketball. And Indiana in the whole played decent, played solid. The Sparks ain't very good either. At that point in the game, at that point in the series season, they had only won one basketball game themselves. So they're not very good themselves. You know, so I got to pump my brakes when I'm talking about Indiana and the stats and so forth, because Sparks ain't very good. They ain't very good. So, but you know who I like? And obviously, Zia Cook is a Gamecock, a champion, great. She's not getting much burn with the Sparks. She only had 5 minutes, 1 for 2 from the 3-point line. And, when she's in there, she does work, but she's not getting much burn. She ain't. But you know who I do like? Who I do like for the Los Angeles Sparks, and who is growing into a WNBA type defensive player, and that's Cameron Brink. Cameron Brink started offensively slow. Now she's still in foul trouble a lot. Just keep it real with that. Cameron Brink is still in foul trouble a lot. Much like, in college, she had a difficult time at times, staying out of foul trouble. But Cameron Brink is a defensive stalwart. She is putting in some work on defense, and I like it. I like it as a basketball fan and as a follower of the WNBA. I just like to see her play defense. She blocks shots. She rebounded basketball. She defends. She was back-to-back NCAA Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I have my reservations on one of those, particularly this past season, but that's neither here nor there. Cameron Brink is doing work. She had 15 points, 9 rebounds. She stayed in foul trouble, but she still had 15 points, 9 rebounds. 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 block shots. Okay? 4 turnovers. So she still got to work on that. Turnovers, fouls, and things of that nature. But she played well. Rickea Jackson doing things that Rickea Jackson does. We saw her at Tennessee doing work, sometimes against the Gamecocks. She was a fifth-year senior, and she was really a WNBA player, still playing in college basketball, much like our own Tahina Powell this upcoming season. Tahina Powell is a WNBA player. She's a WNBA player. Tahina Powell can walk on to any WNBA team right now, and I dare to say, be top 5 shooting the 3 ball in the WNBA right now. On what is it? May 28th. On May 28th, that's what she could do. I believe it. But Rickea Jackson, she played 21 minutes, had 16 points. She ain't rebounding the ball much. She only had a couple rebounds. She had like an assist. But she is a bucket getter. She was in Tennessee, and she is in the WNBA. Now, the defense is much to be desired. We just got to say that. But Rickea Jackson's playing well. I mean, just come on. As we moved on to the next game, by one Indiana Fever, in particular our own Aliyah Boston. You know, they got blown out by the Aces in Las Vegas. And, I mean, you have the best player in the world, A'ja Wilson, who shows every single time she takes the court that she's the best player in the WNBA. If you're the best player in the WNBA, that means that you are the best player in the world, okay? A'ja Wilson doing A'ja Wilson things. I mean, come on. What can you say? What can you not say about A'ja Wilson? What can you say that? And then the girl, she had what? 29 points, 15 rebounds, 2 assists, 12 for 18 for the field, 31 minutes. A'ja Wilson is sensational. She is sensational. You can't, it's almost you can't guard her. She's that good. She's that efficient. She is that elite. You are buying a ticket to see the greatness of one A'ja Wilson. Now, Las Vegas Aces is a team that is right now, head and shoulders above everybody else. And that is without Chelsea Gray. Kelsey Plum doing work with 20 points. Jackie Young doing work with 22 points. 6 assists. But our own, don't forget about it. Don't forget about it now. Aliyah Boston played 26 minutes in this basketball game, was 6 for 14 from the field, had 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. She had another solid game. I'm just saying. I'm just saying she played pretty solid. She played pretty good to me. And overall, I mean, I think she's coming into her own. I think she had 2 really good basketball games for her standards and for the Indiana Fever standards. I think she had 2 solid games to play again tonight against the Los Angeles Sparks. And I will continue to see the trend of Aliyah Boston doing some work like she's been doing. Because it's almost like they had to come to Jesus meeting. Chris Size and the team and everybody came together and said, okay, we got to figure out a way to make this work, because there's been some changes, there's been some tweaks, there's been some stuff in the atmosphere that's been going on, because Caitlin Clark ain't been shooting like she been shooting in the past. Now, I know it's only what 7 games into the season, but she ain't shooting 13, 14, 18 shots a basketball game. Remember that first game she played? Shot all those 3-pointers. Well, I'll tell you this right here. Against the Las Vegas Aces, she only took 8 shots. Y'all, and she only hit 2 of them. 2 for 8, 2 for 5 from the 3-point line, finished with 8 points. But what I was intrigued about, because apparently some folks listen to old Captain Wilson, apparently some people say, we need a point guard to get Aliyah Boston the ball. Well, Indiana Fever might have found themselves a point guard, not a shooting guard who's posing as a point guard, but Caitlin Clark, okay, she ain't shooting the ball well, because honestly, through 37 games, even through all the hoopla, even through all the sold out arenas that she goes to, even all the fans getting stuff signed and all the commercials and everything, Caitlin Clark is shooting 37% from the field. 31% from 3-point line. That is not elite shooting. But what she is doing in this basketball game, she had 8.7 assists. I love to see that. Now, she still has 6 turnovers. Now, we just got to keep it real. I just keep everything in context. Now, she had 6 turnovers in this basketball game. 8 assists to 6, or 7 assists to 6 turnovers. It's pretty bad assist to turnover ratio, but she's trying. She's trying to be a point guard. She is trying, and I got to rock with her on that certain thing. Now, the last time I checked, I think I checked yesterday, the day before I checked that she was like second or third in total assists with like 44 assists, right? It wasn't 44. She was like second or third in total assists, but she's overall number 1 in turnovers. So she's averaging 5.3 turnovers a basketball game. And I want to say like 6 and some change in assists per basketball game. That has to change. In order for the Indiana Fever to win some basketball games, which they ain't going to win many games this year. They ain't winning too many games this year. That ain't going to happen. And right now they're projected to be the number 1 pick, have the number 1 pick next season. And right now, according to projections, and this is just projections on May 28th. This is just a projection. The projections is that Paige Becker is going to be the number 1 pick. So you might have a scenario, Paige Beckers and Caitlin Clark, Aliyah Boston, all on the team together. Eventually going to start winning some basketball games. It ain't happening this year. You know, if Caitlin Clark can subdue the shooting and play a little defense because our usage rate is so high. And I don't think our usage rate should be so high. Oh, I really don't. But they got somebody named Kelsey Mitchell who is a baller. She's a baller. She's a shot caller. She brings the heat. She's quick. She can shoot. And in this basketball game, she was 6 for 14. Now she shot too many damn 3-pointers. She shot 10 of them and only hit 3 of them. So that got to change. But she's a baller. She really is. And our very own Victoria Saxton, she ain't getting no burn. She only getting like 2 minutes a game. I mean, I'm just saying. That's all I can say. Victoria Saxton, I feel for you, sister. I feel for you. And Leah Boston going to do her work tonight. She's going to do her work tonight. She's going to put in some effort. I'm telling you right now, Leah Boston tonight against the Los Angeles Spartans, we're talking about 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 block shots. Book it down. And then when, Captain Will says that, book it down, let it be, because I'm a gambler, you know how it is. And for the ones who are new to Captain Will, because I wasn't covering WNBA before, but we're talking WNBA because my Gamecocks is on. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to chop it up. So if you're new to Captain Will, if I say book it, that means book it. That means book it. That means do it, because it's going to happen 15-7-4. That's what's going down tonight for Aliyah Boston. Okay? Believe it. Will they beat the Sparks tonight? I would say no, they ain't beating the Sparks tonight. And Indiana got right now they're a 4.5 point favorite playing at home. So it's going to be sold out. Sparks ain't very good, and they're going to win the basketball game. That's why I'm saying that Leah Boston going to have a sensational basketball game tonight, and Caitlin Clark going to shoot. Now this is a scenario. Caitlin Clark being back home, and she could probably going to shoot a whole bunch. But if they stay like they've been doing, trying to make this young lady a point guard, then they will be more successful. But you got Caitlin Clark shooting 20-some times in a basketball game and shooting about 12 3-pointers. That's not going to be the recipe for y'all to win basketball games. I'm just saying. I ain't new to this. I'm just true to it. I'm just saying it ain't going to happen. So that game comes on tonight at 7. It was on right now, I should say. It's on right now, 7:00 p.m. And just keep me being updated on the chat. I know it's going. I went high at 8:00. Just keep me updated. So let's talk a little bit about Chloe. Let's talk a little bit about old Chloe Skordashian. Chloe Skordashian. Chloe Kids, for the newcomers to the chat, for the newcomers to the spot. Okay, we talking about Chloe Kids who I expect this upcoming season to put on a show. I expect her to put in work. I expect her to let all the doubters, and we have a lot of doubters about Chloe Kids. We really do. We got some doubters in Gamecock Nation. We really do. We have some doubters in Gamecock Nation talking about what's up with Chloe Kids. Well, what's up with Chloe Kids? That she a good basketball player and only going to get better and better, because this past season was her first full season playing college basketball. And we had some detractors. She's not doing this. She's not doing that. And at the end of the season, you're talking about 9.6 rebounds. 9.6 rebounds. And according to the post player, she was third in the post according to defensive rating. Last time I checked, that's really damn good. That's good for old Chloe Skordashian Kids with the lashes and the turn with the hair flip and all the different things. Chloe is a baller. Ladies and gentlemen, our second leading rebounder, the second leading rebounder returning to this basketball game is Chloe Kids. Ladies and gentlemen, don't act like you heard something different. Chloe Kids is our second best rebounder on this basketball team. How she does it, I don't know, because we always hear a whole lot of people talking about she needs to gain weight. She's She does need to gain weight. She does. She's young. She's young. But what she don't need to do is stop working hard. And that's what she's been doing. Chloe has been working hard this off season. The girl's going to be reporting back to school around the 9th or the 10th of June. Summer workouts are going to start, and it's going to be unbelievable. We got some combinations. We got some battles that's going to be must-see TV. Dawn Staley needs to put that stuff on pay-per-view just to watch the summer workouts. You have some scenarios that, can you imagine? If they put that stuff on pay-per-view, you talking about going one-on-one with MiLaysia Fulwiley and some Raven Johnson, some Sania Feagin and Tessa Johnson, and some Ashlyn Watkins and some Chloe Kitts, and you got Adhel Tac coming off an injury, and you got Maddy McDaniel coming off an injury. You got Joyce Edwards, who's going to lead Team USA in the 18 and under 2A championship, a gold medal in Colombia in next month, June. I mean, come on. It's some special stuff that's going to be going on this way. And I already told you. I already said this before. Chloe needs to start this season. Chloe Kitts and Ashlyn Watkins should be the starters this upcoming season. Number one, you got the best rebounder returning and the second best rebounder returning. Starts with that. You got the best defender in the SEC. Matter of fact, Ashlyn Watkins had the lowest defensive rating in the country last year. Not much defensive recognition, but she's going to get it this year because I know folks are watching your man, Captain Will. I know they are over the offseason. I'm going to continue to say that Ashlyn Watkins is the best defensive player in the country, and it ain't close to me. It ain't close. But you have an anchor of Chloe, Ashlyn Watkins on defense, Chloe with that mid-range jumper that's so sweet and so smooth. She's working on the handles. It's getting better and better. She can hit free throws. She got that dog in her. I mean, we're going to see some special things with Chloe Kitts this season. I'm telling you right now, Chloe Kitts, if she averaged, because this past season she averaged about 18 minutes a game. If Chloe Kitts averaged 23, 24 minutes a basketball game this upcoming season, you talking about second team all SEC. That's what I'm saying right now. Second team all SEC for Chloe Kitts. Raven Johnson going to be first team. Ashlyn Watkins going to be first team. Tahina Powell going to be first team. If MiLaysia Fulwiley starts, she's going to be first team. That's what I'm saying. That is all that I'm getting at. We have a special team in South Carolina. And not only is Chloe, I predict that Chloe's going to start. This upcoming season. I'm telling you this right here. We still got 2 more years with Chloe. 2 more years of greatness personified. We can't wait for it. It's going to be special. It's going to be awesome. And it's going to be sensational. I don't know what to say. First, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for chiming in and talking and chatting and all those good things and tuning in to your man, Captain Will. I really appreciate all the love. And every single day that I do this, I appreciate everything that y'all give back to me. And I wanted to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Jonathan McQueen. What's up, my brother? And Jonathan McQueen going to hook a brother up with some Monster drink because the other day he saw me drinking some Red Bull. So he going to hook me up with some Monster drinks. And so I appreciate it and some gear. Doc Glover, appreciate the hat as always. You know, any type of love that you give Cat Will, I'm going to let you know. And if you want me to shout you out, if it's your birthday, it's your anniversary, it's the celebration of your divorce, whatever the case may be, you just hook up, email Captain Will, and I'll be sure to do it. That's what I do. Chloe gonna show up and show out. I mean, it's just so special. I saw some things. What I saw on the Twitter, Janiyah Barker just committed to UCLA. It's cool. I saw this cool thing that, that UCLA got the first, second, third ranked recruits in the class of 22. That's cool. That's good. Good for y'all. Shout out. Does that change how I feel about UCLA and where they stand? No. Am I afraid of UCLA and playing them? Hell no. Not in the least. No. Kiki Rice, really good player. Lauren Betts, really good player. Barker, really good player. They got some really good players. But they ain't got the depth that South Carolina has. They got the depth that we have. And then you talk about, Miriam Dada coming over for a visit, supposedly the University of South Carolina. Getting a lot of comments about that, getting some, stuff about that. How I feel about that. I mean, it's cool. She's a really good player. And I keep saying really good because they are really good players. Would that change anything for South Carolina in terms of minutes? And if she comes to South Carolina, it'll change some with minutes, because then you don't have to have you won't have the scenario of you needing Adhel Tac to get serious minutes coming off an injury. So you already got the insurance for Adhel Tac to make sure everything is good to go with that knee before she suits up for the University of South Carolina. Dada will be a really good player for South Carolina and probably get 22 minutes per basketball game. That's what I would envision. It could be. I'm not so impressed with her defense per se, but I think she can shoot the ball. I think she can score. She scored 19 points against us. I think she can score the basketball. I think she'd be a good addition. And I could see a scenario if she was to come to South Carolina, you would have her at the center position and move Watkins to the power forward position and have Chloe and Joyce and Sania Feagin and Adhel Tac, rotating in and out. It would give us even more depth and give us a bigger push to win a championship. It would. It'd be, teams would be pissed off with us, and it's cool. But like the best is to continue to get better, and that is what it is. That is what it is. But so what? So what? Get better. If Donna comes in here, sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. If she doesn't come here, we still winning the championship. That is what it is. We still winning the championship. It don't matter. Cool. But we're not like LSU trying to throw a bag to try to get a post player because they have nobody to replace Angel Reese at all. None. They're not trying to do nothing like that. We have on this basketball team, as it currently states, 11 5-star recruits. 11 5-star recruits. Of those 11 5-star recruits, 9 of them are McDonald's All-Americans. And the only reason that Chloe was not a McDonald's All-American because she decided to start school in January and graduate early. She would have been a McDonald's All-American. She finished as the 17th ranked player in the country. And the only reason that Adhel Tac was not a McDonald's All-America because she did the same thing. She joined the University of South Carolina and is a champion, and she joined in January. She's a 26th ranked player in the country. She would have been a McDonald's All-American. So for henceforth and evermore, on May 28th, we are saying that we have 11 McDonald's All-Americans, 11 5-star recruits on this basketball team. It's not a team that has that depth. It's not a team that has that talent. You have teams in college basketball who, injuries just decimate them because they don't have good depth. We got 11. If Donna comes in, you're talking about 12 5-star recruits on this team. That is, ain't nobody ever did that. And UConn in their heyday, ain't never had that. Tennessee in their heyday, they ain't never had that. You better put some respect on this coaching staff at Dawn Staley. Those are the facts. It's just the facts. It ain't gonna change. This is gonna keep better and get better and better and better and better and better. That's all it's gonna do. That's all it's gonna do. With that being said, this includes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will.